Okay, we have the MX Master 4 here. You can see that right here. This is a follow-up to one of my favorite from the Logitech line with the Master line. I have the original here. I think this is pretty much the original OG one here, and I'm still using it. It works great. So this is a much later version that now has haptic feedback according to that. So that is looking good. I picked this up over at Best Buy. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I picked this up at Amazon, so I'll leave a link for those that are interested in the description below. But you can probably get it at Best Buy as well, so I'll have multiple links. But it has a few new features here that should be pretty awesome. So one of my favorite professional type mice that I've been using for many years. This is the original right here, like I said. But this one is in this like grayish white color, so that looks pretty good. You could also get it in black, and I think a lighter color as well, so a gray color. So this is, I think the one I have is the white one or whatever, the closest to white. Anyway, let's get it out of the box. All right, so here we have it all out of the box and everything. So this is made for a right-handed person. I am left-handed, but for mice, I actually use the right-handed the majority of the time, so that is not an issue. But if you are a lefty, I don't believe they make a left-handed version of this, so you'll have to use it like this. So I don't know how great that is, but most of the time I'll be using it with my right hand. I also play tennis, by the way, but everything else I'm left-handed, and I play guitar right-handed, even though I'm not very good. All right, so that is the mouse. I almost lost it there. Pretty nice grip. Ergonomically, it is well balanced, and it feels really good. I'll have to get it set up, and we'll be right back. Now, so far, all looking really good. This is a haptic portion over here. You feel the haptic vibration. Press this button, you get a contextual menu, play, pause, all kinds of stuff you can do. Just hit it with your thumb. Now, one thing I like about this, it is a USB Type-C adapter. If you want to use this instead of Bluetooth, you can get the wireless connected via that way. But one thing I wish it did have is somewhere to store it on the mouse itself so you don't lose it. It's kind of small and you might lose it. In your bag, it may be hard to find. So that's a little negative thing, a little nitpick there, not a terrible thing. Again, I do appreciate the fact that they do it USB Type-C and not USB Type-A, but would have been nice to have a place to store it in the mouse itself. That would have been a good idea. Okay, we are now installing the Logitech software, that the MX software that you can use with this mouse over here, and I will get that set up. That'll give you the contextual menu when you're doing all that stuff. So restart the computer to continue. I will do that and be right back. All right, so it's downloading the software. We'll be right back when it's all finished. All right, so this is the setup. I'm going to skip the login part. You can see my mouse is at 50% right out of the box, and we can hit that and meet the MX Master 4. So let's press next on that. So here is the setup for the pointer speed. You can extend the sensor range to 8K DPI. Let's do that. And let's maybe go a little bit faster. So 1300 seems pretty good. So we will keep it at that. Scroll wheel, mode shift. You can do all sorts of things with that. Obviously, automatically shifts line by line or scrolling, or you can change that mode to make it different. So you could do the scroll force and have a little feedback on that as well. So that's the one I sometimes use as well. There's that button right there. That's the gestures button. And this basically, you can click and hold the button as you move the mouse to use the gesture actions below. You can configure the gestures to perform different actions later. And here you can see the different ones, the default ones right out of the box. And then you have the haptic sense panel. Okay, so the haptic sense panel there. And that will give you that haptic feedback. You can adjust the button sensitivity, scroll and press settings, etc. And I actually feel it right now as I'm doing this. I actually feel the haptics working. So that is pretty good. And the panel vibrates to notify you of important events. So that's pretty interesting. Haptic feedback intensity, we'll keep it on the default. That felt pretty good, actually. So you can go to high, you can go to low and subtle. If you go to high, there is a warning here that stronger vibration consumes more battery power. Let's keep it on the medium for now. And you could always disable that as well. And then, of course, you can see here, you can meet the action ring here, a customizable on-screen overlay that lets you work faster. And that's what I'm talking about as far as clicking that action ring on that haptic pad there. And then these are the different things you can do with that. And you can customize that. So you can actually install plugins. I'm not going to do that right now, but those are some of the options. And we are all set. Restart the onboarding process here. And we are done setting this up. All right. So if I click that button right there, it's right there, that one. And that will bring up the contextual menu here. And you can see on the left there, I'm showing you the display at the same time. I can actually press and play, pause, and stuff like that. If I had something playing there, again, if I press that, you get the emoji button there. Again, these are all customizable. You have the window screenshot. That's actually pretty handy. If I want to take a screenshot right there, boom, there you have it. There brings up the screenshot menu, and I can take a full screen screenshot there. Now bring back the menu by right-clicking, hitting that button again. This one is some AI stuff, maybe. Rephrase with Gemini, ask Perplexity. You have reply with ChatGPT, open MS Copilot. So that's an AI button there. And then the new note here. So this one is you want to take a note. This is good for those quick notes you want to take down, jot down. That will allow you to do that. Let me see if I didn't. Maybe I didn't hit that right. There it is. And there it is. So I can say hello. And I like this one here, note, if I want to take a new note there, and I can say, hello, world. This is the new Logitech, how do I spell that? Logitech MX Master 4 mouse. Okay, so I could take a quick note there. That opens that up. And then if you want to do some more stuff here, you got the AI, like I said. This one is Logitech options. That's good. Screenshot, as I said. This opens the Windows Explorer. Very convenient and very helpful and useful. These are all the things you can do. And as I move through these, I feel the haptic engine on the mouse. Not so over the top, but subtly you feel it and you get that haptic vibration and feedback. So I'll have more to say on this mouse very soon as I'll put it through its paces, use it to travel with, to see how it is as an everyday mouse, really, and to bounce between the different devices that I tend to review and tend to do on a daily basis. So that should be a good barometer as to see how well this level of mouse will perform. I'm expecting good things out of it. Love the aesthetics, love the feel, the ergonomics, the haptic feedback. A lot of improvements over that original OG MX Master that I have been using for all these years. So it's a good time for an upgrade, and we'll put it through its paces. So stay tuned. I'll have more to say on that very soon. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. And if you are a casual viewer of my content, why not hit that subscribe button? It doesn't cost you anything. Help support the channel. And we're making our big push for 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're about to hit 275 and growing at a rapid pace. Now, if you're going to buy something like the MX Master 4, check out the links in the description below. Yes, they are affiliate links. No, I do not get a huge commission, a small commission that goes to support the channel. It helps keep the lights on here in the studio. Helps me buy devices like this to show you on the channel. So until next time, this is Andrew, and I'll see you in the next video.